Monday. Happy Monday.
Hi, everyone.
I'm doing camera, so I feel less like I'm always like, thank you, like, filling in the blanks. I feel like maybe if it's my face, it'll be more natural. We'll see how this goes.
Well, you've got a great sweater.
Thank you. Yeah, I also wanted to show that off. So, because I work from home.
Yeah, nobody to appreciate your good outfits.
Exactly. Now I've got a whole crowd. All right, let me share my screen. Ugh, I only have one screen right now, and I forget how that's gonna work. One sec. Okay, let's try this. Go live, and then if I make this slideshow, how do I? Okay, I'm gonna try not to unmute myself, and if you hear an echo, or maybe there's a way for me to unmute myself. God, this is complicated. Okay. Welcome everyone to our weekly, what is it called? Our weekly planning meeting. I should know that. So actually the agenda is not right, but please stay muted while others are speaking. This call is recorded. Should last about 30 minutes, and we've got a few new people. So that's the important announcement. We've got 2 new contributors to MetricsDAO officially. Sandesh joined us last week as a moderator, and I don't think I announced it. So working closely with Marina, helping us moderate and answer questions and make people feel welcomed and getting all the info they need. I don't know if Sandesh is on this call.
No, he watches replays.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome, Sandesh. Once you watch that, and a bunch of people are commenting, say welcome. And then James is also joining us, leading the BizDev pod. I don't know if Meg or James, you want to say hello, quick intro. We've been waiting for you for a very long time.
It's a kind of a creepy announcement, but I've also said that like 3 times today. We have been waiting for James. And I'm super excited that James is going to take over business development for Metrics now. This is such a key role in our growth. And I'll let James do an introduction as well.
Yeah. Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
You sound good.
Awesome. Yeah, super excited. Again, I'm James. Had some crypto experience, lots of sales experience. Super excited to work with everybody, and can't wait to get started.
Excited to have you here. You have no idea. Or maybe you're starting to get an idea. All right, we do this game that has evolved and it will continue to evolve however you want it to. Where the goal is to kind of get to know each other, even though we all tend to do no camera and some of us are like anonymous still. And we're a DAO, but it's still cool to get to know each other. So I try to get it used to be emojis, which we can do. Oh, not emojis. I forget what you call them. I think emojis. And now this is a fun fact about one of these 3 people. And so you guys can guess either out loud or in the chat who this is. And then this person can shed some light on what this means because I didn't understand what this meant. Okay, Marina, guess none. A few more people want to guess. We've got all 3. Any more guesses? I feel like Drake, you know this somehow. But yes, it's non. Okay, Zook. Nan, do you wanna explain what you explained? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it just means like things that you probably won't find on any streaming services. So like songs that never made it to albums, albums that got scrapped, demo versions of songs, early versions of songs that got changed later, stuff like that. And so yeah, I just go around collecting all that stuff that's interesting to me.
Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing, but that sounds really cool and exclusive and like important people get access to it. Thanks, Nan. All right. Season 3 goals, quick reminder or update for new people. We've got 3 goals this season. 1, seamlessly transition bounties from Near, Sushi, and other partners from Flipside Crypto over to MetricsDAO. So we're in the process of doing that, and we'll get some updates from Bounty Ops on how that's going. 2nd, distribute Xmetric to 2,500 holders by end of year. And I always forget to update this slide. We're at 1,300 something. You'll see in the next slide. And 3rd, grow or activate it. Oh, go ahead.
1,370.
1,370. Here, I'm going to do it right now. There you go. And 3rd, grow or activated analyst community. Also forgot to update, but it's in the next slide. We've got 429 analysts, 4 more than last week. 1,884 submissions, 16 more than last week. 116 stellar submissions, 5 more than last week, and still 18 programs total that we've ever run. Peer review. Someone remember who is presenting this one?
Rochelle, you had me on analytics, which might be this section.
Oops, sorry, it was this one.
Well, you did such a good job.
Anything you want to add?
Everything you said sounds great to me. Do you want me to do peer review?
Well, I think it might mess up the process because now.
I think peer review, actually. Yeah. Sorry, Meg.
Meg.
Sorry,
You'll
Ed.
have to next week.
But peer review is coming along really well. We've had 13 volunteers this week, and it's a good number. The expected turnaround time is about 5 days for review, which is less than a week. That's really impressive. It's not easy to review stuff. 18 submissions were received for Near, comparing the top projects. And yeah, those are under peer review now, all 18 of them. The team will be coordinating reviews for the 3 bounties that will close on this Wednesday. Hope I did peer review justice. Awesome work.
Anything to add from the peer review team?
No, I'm just happy to see with our first Near submission that there was 18 in total. That's significantly higher than the average we've seen in the past couple of weeks, which is roughly 10 submissions per bounty. So this is a good sign, as Near is one of our Flipside partners. So that's exciting to see.
And Zook, I saw that you were trying to talk and it was silent for some reason.
No, I think Aaron said it well, and Nomadic gave a good summary, so it's all good.
Nice. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Ed. Xmetric. Is that me again, or did I assign this to someone? Oh my gosh, I need to go back. I think it's me. So we mentioned this already, but 13, we have 1,370. We didn't distribute Xmetric last week. A lot of us were out with Thanksgiving, so I think we're waiting for one more signature from Ed, actually. Or Marina did distribute last week, and it's waiting for signatures.
I'm trying to figure out Gnosis. I'll get to that very soon.
Awesome, thank you. And thanks, Marina. Sorry I said we didn't distribute. We did it. Bounty Ops.
Hi,
Okay,
this is Patrick. I'm stepping in for Bounty Ops. All right. So basically, we've wrapped up season 3, batch 7, but with one caveat, which I'll get to at the end. S3 batch 8 analytics were completed, and review will be completed tomorrow. S3 batch 9 analytics are ongoing right now. And priorities for this week, we, in addition to the things that I just mentioned, which are also wrapping up, we'll be kicking off a community temperature check to see if bounty will be needed for the week of Christmas. And we'll be launching new Terra, Near, and self-funded until the end of the year. And a couple of process-related changes. We need to gauge, okay, we already talked about the Christmas week, but we're now going to be tracking how we are placing completed bounties on the showcase page and also highlighting the stellar submissions for marketing. And we'll start tracking these with as early as season 3, batch 6. So that's why I said, even though we wrapped up season 3, batch 7, we still have this 1 or 2 lingering tasks. And that's it. Anything else to add?
No, you crushed it. You covered everything.
Thanks, Patrick. That's awesome. Also, Patrick, I don't know if you saw, but yeah, it's not that you need to cover. It's just like, yeah, different people are presenting other pods updates. So thanks for doing that. Did I skip one? DAO ops. No, wait.
Yeah.
One sec. Oh my God, sorry.
Rochelle, I think protocol dev is.
Yeah, my laptop
There.
is freaking out. Protocol dev. I also.
This one's me. I was almost off the hook there. Ed, I'm going to throw it over to you at the end. Make sure there's nothing else we want to add, or release you as well. So we had a great holiday on the team. We've had style updates across the entire application, and we've started doing research to support delegating submissions. Interested to hear more about that. This week, we're going to settle our UI approach and continue to knock out screens, and working on some integration between the primitives and the application layer. Concerns or blockers, Ed actually might like to hear a little bit more about these breaking changes to the legacy site. And then time, as we've mentioned before. And then still just hiring on this side. So again, if people have developers or designers, send them our way. Ed, do you maybe want to chat about the breaking changes and if there's anything else here to add color to?
Yeah. So right now we're building the new MetricsDAO application into the existing website. And I'm not going to say the URL here, but there is a public URL one could go to see the in-progress site, but it's very much in progress. So that's why I'm not saying it out loud. But it is like one big website. And with the app, we're introducing a lot of new components and new visuals and new stylings. And because it's one big site, there's like overlap with the CSS between the existing current site and the new one. And given the nature of some CSS tags being commonly used and applying styles to body or to header, it can cause breaking changes or it can cause issues in the legacy might not be the right framing, but in the current site. And if you see any holler, the team is super responsive. Like none of them are on purpose. We'll fix them as soon as we find them. But it's a big site, and that's it. I'm getting encouraged. So if you do happen to visit, you didn't hear it from me, and it's very early, so please take this with a grain of salt. But if you go to MetricsDAO XYZ/app, you might get a sneak peek. Very much work in progress. You might get a sneak peek of what we're trying to build here.
Would it be worth it?
Sorry, go.
Would it be worth it to build the app and the new website separate from the existing site, given that we're going to be rebranding anyway?
We can talk
if that
that through.
Disruption, that's fine. We don't need to, but just curious if that would help.
It would help, but it would hurt in other ways too, especially because we're going to be rebranding the existing site. But we can talk that through.
Okay.
When
Yeah, another.
Yep.
When you say rebranding the site, what do you mean?
We're gonna be updating with go-to-market the main nav, the footer, the homepage, and the partner page, and it's basically gonna be like a completely new site. Same URL, just a completely different experience.
Yeah, like that new flow we went through a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys taking this is actually something maybe I'll talk with you separately, but are you taking the current designs, like the assets from the current site, and just reworking them for the new site, like the logo, the colors, the graphics?
The logo will remain, but we're gonna have a completely new look and feel and navigation with new pages. So it won't be recognizable, but it will.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll message you. I was also thinking some stuff about the new site, so.
Okay.
Brand.
Yeah, would love your help and input with that. Our primary focus, like right now, is on the app part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ed, if people see anything that appears to be breaking on the front end, where should they report that?
Right now, it's a good chance we already know about it. But in December, which is next week, in like mid-December, we'll set that up so that we can start getting feedback from the community. But it's early. Like there's a lot of rough edges here, and I think we do appreciate everyone taking a look. Please do get excited. Let us know what you're thinking. But there's going to be bugs, so expect them.
And dev channel is okay if we see anything.
Yeah, it's juicy. Yep.
Ooh.
All right.
Put me on the spot. Thank you. Thanks, Drake. Good job.
Thanks everyone.
Oh, this isn't me. Never mind.
Biz dev is.
It's
Oh my
me.
God. Oh, cool. Okay.
So the big news, obviously, is James, who's going to be leading biz dev. So we're very happy about that, and welcome again, James. This week, Cat Jam was at ETH Gathering, ETH Convention. Maybe we'll give her a few seconds if she wants to say anything about ETH Gathering. But in terms of news for BizDev, there was a proposal sent to AlgoFi and some conversations with Artemis. So I'll just give Meg an opportunity to speak if there's anything else to add or to talk about ETH Gathering.
Nothing much to add besides the fact that I'm super excited to cede BizDev leadership to James and excited to have a lot more bullet points on this slide moving forward. If anyone's interested, I did put some notes from ETH Gathering in team chat. I would say the most exciting thing for me as a DAO leader was how conversations around decentralization have been evolving. So happy to chat if anybody sees something interesting in those notes.
Okay, thank you. I think that's it for BizDev.
Thanks, Zook and Meg. DAO Ops.
I'll talk about the great work DAO Ops have been doing. So last week, the Safe airdrop was claimed and it was delegated to Flipside. This is a result of the vote that passed, meetup number 9. That was voted on and the vote that passed prior to that. So Flipside are very involved and active governance team and also data driven. So our Safe airdrop was delegated to them. This week, it's a slower week after 3 votes and execution in the weeks prior. So the GovOps team are starting to think about how to set us up better for governance, especially in the off season. And one of the changes that the team are thinking about is to set up a delegation of power for the off-season to pod leads who are hands-on and who can help pass some proposals in that period of time. And in the blockers section, for the new contributors, just a reminder to check your hidden folder on OpenSea because you will have gotten season contributor badges for season 3. There's a picture of them on the slide. And once you have your badge, you can make sure your roles are updated on Discord by going to our Start Your Journey channel, and there's a connection button for Guild. Or you can use the /join command, and that way your badge will unlock all of the Discord roles that you get as a perk. And that's all I have for DAO ops.
Thanks, Marina. Yes.
I'm doing treasury this week.
Yes, go ahead.
So last week, they got a treasury dashboard up for MDAO. I know this is actually something that I think I saw the beginnings of because the multi-sig was working on it right after we did our safe claim. And then they also got batches 6 and 7 ready for payment for, I'm assuming for the submissions for 2 of our bounties. And then for this week, we have a couple different multi-sigs in MDAO, and so we need to adjust the multi-sig signers on the X-metric one. We need to test the near one, and then after that is just continuing to build out more dashboards and preparing for the month-end contributor stuff. And as a reminder to fill out the Airtable form in the contributor channel for whatever you did this month.
Yes, remind your pods or yourselves.
Everything.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you. I think one thing I like to ask if anyone actually knows options for the near multi-sig. So I was trying to look up what tooling there was, and I was able to find one, but I would like to explore if there's actually any other near multi-sigs out there. I jumped into Near's Discord and I asked them, and they sent me like developer docs to create my own. So that wasn't very helpful. But the one I have found is multisafe.io. So that's what we'll be going unless anyone in the DAO has some experience with Near. Like any other options would be helpful just so we can do some comparisons. That's it for now.
I don't, but if anyone does, yeah, there's comments in the chat. Thanks, Non. Curation. Curation was...
That is me. So NFT mints are in progress with active collaboration with multiple members of the curation team, which is awesome to see. We actually also released the NFT sales merger, which is nice. And then the NFT mint will be released to wrap up with the Terra deliverable. This is great because, as you know, we've just kicked off Terra bounties. This would be super helpful, and we'll continue to look into this as we see and as it's needed basis. Last week we also kicked off some curation office hours on a bi-weekly schedule. Everyone's meeting on Wednesdays around 7:30 p.m., which is great. We can get a large group of everyone to attend. And then there was really no agenda for that kind of session. It's just more of an open forum. People can show up and ask questions. You can even show up if you don't have questions, watch other people ask questions. I tend to find that valuable myself, just dropping into rooms. So yeah, curation office hours will be great. And then really there's no concerns or blocker, and the biggest priority this week is just to continue to update and create those onboarding materials and start to figure out really what's next with those materials as well as that process there.
Anything to add? Oh, I don't know if Forg is...
There's nothing to add. I reached out to Forg before he joined his United Foot today, so I don't think he'll be able to make it.
Glad he's on United.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And last but not least, growth. And that was Lee. Oh, Lee, we can't, or I can't hear you. I don't know if others can hear you.
I cannot.
You're not muted.
Said Looks like he's checking his settings.
Is this better? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I always need to unplug and replug in my mic every time. Okay. So great job as always by the growth team and destroying the pod as mentioned before. And in the past week, Marina led the second and third parts of the live course, which is still ongoing for some time. There's also a second Data and Chill with Nick, which is now on YouTube. Promotion has started for the next live course starting in January. And there was a stellar submission post on the FTX and Solana by Rob and thread by Helix, which was released. This upcoming week's priority is promotion for an FTX Twitter Spaces with an awesome thread already out by Orlando. Community call tomorrow highlighting Sandesh and his stellar analytics. Promotion of the live course is ongoing with some testimonials designed by Arcos, which you can see here, and I don't know how you pronounce that word, but it's great. Testimonials from the community already, and there's a Zeta Blocks demo this Thursday, some FTX panel promo coming, and a thread by Orlando and content on the Starry Night bounty that was released a few weeks. Anything I missed by the growth team?
No, I think that's everything.
Awesome. Great job.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks, everyone. Any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about? And otherwise, have a great week.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Bye.